Hello, YouTube divers. This is WaterDive 122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Coda of Soda. This episode is coming to you live from the great mountain state of Colorado. Yes, Colorado. One, so far, this is my first day here, my first time here, and it's already giving me a big time impression. Throughout the course of these next couple of videos, you're going to see me doing travel vlogs and or like short videos, things like that, basically pointing out the highlights of my trip to Colorado. And this video basically coincides with that fact because this episode of Coda of Soda is brought to you by a soda that comes from Colorado. Me and my family, when we landed in Denver, we had lunch at a local Denver brewery and pub called Bull and Bush. And let me tell you, they make some amazing stuff. Like, I highly recommend if you're visiting Denver, give that place a try. It is absolutely worth it, in my opinion, at least. And this drink is basically a draft product, basically named after the actual brewery. We are talking about Bull and Bush root beer. Yes, these guys make their own root beer. And let me tell you, they absolutely delivered. I've reviewed a lot of root beers on this channel um, in these past couple of videos. I'm sure you all know that. It's pretty well documented at this point. But this is easily making my top 5. Heck, even top 3. Where it ranks amongst all the root beers that I have reviewed on this channel so far is kind of hard for me to decipher because Hanks is still probably my favorite at this point. A&W is a classic. Barks and Mugs, all those root beers are great, but for a draft soda, this thing is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. It's basically the same way how I feel about Nitro Pepsi. Nitro Pepsi is still in its draft form, yet it's getting more attention. It's getting more notice. More stores, more convenience stores, and country stores and things like that alike are selling them now, which makes me very happy because Nitro Pepsi is a fantastic soda. Same can be said for this, except with the mere fact that this is an extremely rare soda. Like, you can basically find this soda over at Bull Bush Brewery and Pub in Denver, Colorado. And like I said earlier, if you're heading out there, please give Bull and Bush Brewery and Pub a try, man. Okay, enough with me rambling on about that. Let's get into the actual qualities. The sweetness, the flavor. Oh my god, it is amazing. Like, absolutely perfect. Just everything you could ever want in a root beer. Plain and simple. Plain and freaking simple. It actually tastes a lot like Hanks. And Hanks is probably the sweetest root beer I've ever had on this channel. Like, hands down. It's a big reason why Hanks is my favorite root beer. And it's a big reason why this root beer ranks so high. In my opinion, the flavor really is the main highlight of this root beer, but we're going to get into the other qualities. Now, the fizziness. The fizziness is a little bit soft. Like, it's a little bit on a regular soda level. Like, for root beer standards, the fizziness is just eh. Like, it's not creamy. It's not thick. It's not really that soft. It's not like Nitro Pepsi or A&W root beer or Sioux City Sarsaparilla root beer where it was just a lot of foamy fizziness. Basically stuff you want to see in a root beer. But when you put this into classic root beer dishes like root beer floats, it really works out well. In fact, when I visited Bull and Bush Brewery and Pub, I actually ordered one of the root beer floats, and this was the root beer that came along with it. And my God, it was amazing, just absolutely incredible. And then the aftertaste. The aftertaste is, if the sweetness was not my favorite part of of the soda, which it is. But if it wasn't, it would definitely have to go to the aftertaste. The aftertaste is so good. It takes a little while to build up, I won't lie, but once it kicks in, it's ever rewarding. It basically reminds me a lot of a Cicero salt and caramel root beer with that very caramel like aftertaste, and I really really like that. It's great experience all around. This is a very great root beer, and I surely hope to see it in big time markets someday. But that just depends on whether or not Bull and Bush wants to keep it a secret or if they want to just keep it underneath their whole name. I don't know, or whatever the heck they decide to do with it. But please give this soda a chance if you're visiting Denver. Because holy crap, it is worth it. Okay, so now we're going to do the taste test. So, cheers. So freaking great. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close off the video. So thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is Water Eye 122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.